All right, I am doing Taurus for the 16th through the 30th November. I've already pre-shuffled my cards, so let's see what we have in store for Taurus. So it looks like here you could be possibly dealing with a Leo or definitely some fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, like I said. What's crowning you right now is the Four of Wands in reverse. So it looks like things have been shaken up, or you just haven't been happy with some of the decisions that have happened to have been made throughout the family. Also, I see here that there could be possibly a time of rest, a time of just like sitting at home and chilling, maybe going to some art or cathedral, something like that. I don't know what's making me say that, but that's what that is. Then you also have the Sun card, so possibly either you or your partner is has some fire in their chart. It looks like you're coming out of time of you're no longer accepting the arguments from people, Taurus. By the way, you guys had one of the highest watched videos so far. I was actually pretty shocked for the earth signs, to be very frank. Definitely some fire energy here. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is just kind of bored with life and kind of going with the flow. You might not necessarily have the best emotional relationship or connection with this person, but they definitely have some things that they have done in the past that weren't so great. With this King of Wands here, there's also some water in the chart as well, with this Ace of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Cups here. So possibly you or your partner could have many of choices after coming out of this place where you feel like the emotional fulfillment is not there, or the ideas, the new ideas, anything new is not there. And with the Ten of Swords here, someone is definitely upset. And then there's also someone who's lying once again. So some things might be keeping you up at night, but you know that you have a lot of options. Also, definitely Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here with fire in their chart as well. But the person or the person who has been keeping you up at night is the Knight of Cups, because he's coming in slow, and I'm going to clarify that. But he's coming in very slow, and you don't know quite what the emotional motive is. But also it could be someone who has water and fire in their chart as well. Probably sun, moon, or rising, something like that, ascending or something. But it's keeping you up at night, even though this person doesn't offer you anything emotionally. So you know that you're probably coming out of a time where you're no longer seeing things as an obligation. You're no longer feeling defeated with this situation. Now we have the Star card here. So like I said, definitely some Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here with the swords. Some fire energy here as well. But you're coming out of a time where things are starting to become better and they're no longer feeling like a battle. Definitely some water energy here with the Queen of Cups. And I'm going to clarify why this Moon card is here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like I said as well. Someone could be possibly lying about going to school, going to work. Let's see, Taurus. They could be lying about their job situation. They could be lying about leaving or leaving things behind. And with the Ten of Swords here in reverse, I said the other card was Nine of Swords, but I meant this one is the Ten of Swords in reverse. But the Nine of Swords in reverse, it basically, there's definitely some air energy here, but there is someone who was coming out of a time of heartbreak and upset and no longer reciprocating the emotional conflict that it had on a person. Now someone could be, no longer sticking around or not hanging around anymore. They're wanting things to move with the Hangman in reverse here, but they're no longer just hanging around with the Hangman in reverse. Like I said, you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And also, that's way too many cards. And also, you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So since they're no longer hanging around, or you're no longer hanging around, you end up with the Three of Cups a moment. And you start celebrating some things because you no longer left this shit. The shit that you left behind is no longer affecting you as it did before with the Cups here. Emotionally. After you went into a time of isolation and letting things just kind of hang about, you're coming out of that. Now, either you or your partner could definitely have some earth energy in the chart, and I say that because I've received the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse, or they could just be juggling some things. Now, let me clarify what they could be juggling. Could be money. It could be trying to look for a job, feeling stuck, not setting out, but also he's kind of got his back turned, even though he is reversed with the Three of Wands here. So this person could either have fire energy in their chart, definitely, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they're having a hard time explaining themselves or emotionally telling themselves or sending you messages about how good things are with you, and you're no longer carrying that burden on your back with the Ten of Wands here. You no longer want that extra weight and burden from this person, but they're definitely juggling some things, but it's not really going anywhere. So Taurus, possibly you could be having some conflict with this person and their inner child. Maybe they're childlike. They're coming out of a time where you're feeling very childlike with this person that you're dealing with. They're not intellectually as smart as you would want them to be, or quick-witted as you would want them to be, but there is definitely some air in the chart here. Page of Cups as well. You could be receiving some emotional news, even though they're not really up to par like you're expecting them to be. But you're taking that burden off of your back here as well. So that could definitely be the news that you be receiving, is whatever you're dealing with this person, you're taking that burden off of your back. And you're no longer being susceptible to drowning in their mental energy. Yeah, see, with the Tower in reverse here, someone's keeping some things inside, and you also no longer see them. Like I said, it could be like childlike behavior. Your cups are no longer filled. They're keeping things inside, and also they want to send you messages, but they're not clearly coming through, and they're juggling multiple things, either you or this person. But there was a Three of Cups moment at one point in time, but then things kind of took a turn for the worse. Maybe because this person is juggling two different things. But then there's also the Temperance, which can mean, like I said, once you receive that emotional news, you know that things can be definitely balanced because you're not really following along with their mental play anymore, because they're keeping things inside and things are, just being held in, and it'll become explosive later on. So let's see. Taurus. Yeah, so you definitely have some arguments here. You're coming out of a point where there's boredom because the Tower, nothing is coming out. Someone might like drama. Someone might like to use manipulation to keep things inside, and it might just bore you. Someone is coming out of a boredom, or they're coming out of some type of emotional fulfillment because this person isn't balanced, or you are balanced but they aren't, because things are still held and kept inside. And with the Five of Wands, that'll put up some arguments, and people will have their guards and defenses up because of this Tower moment, and possibly this this fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So once this happens with the Tower moment, you know that it's no longer suiting you, as far as you've put up a mental block, and you're kind of not taking what this person has to say, even though they want something to say to you. But they're keeping things inside, especially with the Moon card here. And so once the Tower, the reversal Tower moment happens, this person can no longer you can no longer allow that situation to happen. So with the Eight of Swords, you cut that out. It's like, I'm not gaining any quests from your mental issues that you have and the juggling that you have going on with my world. Yeah, so then you go into a point of you're standing there looking to see what it all is that you have. You're not necessarily like leaving things back, but it comes a time where emotional conflict, you have to get away, and if you don't get away, things will be worse, or will awry in a way that you've never expected it to. And so since this person is keeping things inside, you're pretty much trying to figure out what it is you need to do to numb out how they feel, right? So let me get some clarifiers as to why this Tower moment, why is this person playing games? Why is this person playing games? Yeah, so they're having mental issues, or they could be having money issues with trying to get things off of their feet with the Page of Swords in reverse here. Or intellectually, they can't cut things out. It won't allow them to cut certain things out. So you come out of a time of mental conflict, like I said, because you're going to numb out what this person has done in the past. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. So what is this person juggling? They're trying to manifest. Also, Leo with the Sun card here. Possible Leo, like I said, a lot of fire in the chart too. But they're trying to manifest, even though they're not. They're coming out of a time where they're just trying to face clarity and come to conclusions. They're not juggling. It doesn't seem like two people here. Now, you're coming out of a time of you don't care anymore. You don't understand. Some things you just won't understand, but you're coming out of a time where shit is going to become more clear and broad, and you're going to gain more introspective on the person that you're dealing with, because they haven't been completely honest with the moon card here, and keeping things with the Tower card as well. Now the player card is here with the King of Wands, and also things should be moving pretty well for you as far as money wise, as far as not continuing the same cycles that you didn't want to continue on with, because if you do, it'll limit a lot of the things that will expand out for you, especially dealing with this person within the next couple of 2 weeks, Taurus. So try to make sure you watch your money, and make sure that you take care of your own mental health, and that you have some options to choose from and backup plans for just in case this person slips out or has secrets to tell. So always prepare yourself, because this person is having a hard time having an emotional connection. Definitely Leo. Yeah, because it'll cause some conflict, because they're having emotional issues with you these next couple of weeks. So, Taurus, why is this person having issues? Yeah, so you're coming out of a time where you no longer have to tiptoe or bargain with this person, or feel greed or possession with this person, even though they like it. Like I said earlier, it just seems like they like the drama. They like to put up mental conflict, so that way you don't have any options but to either leave or to deal with it. And it seems like a test. Yeah, so you're going to cut some shit out with the Ace of Swords here, because like I said, it feels like a test that you're dealing with this person. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They're just non-emotional, and they feel like someone will be coming out of the cold, or you will be coming out of the cold with someone. It'll be your choice, though. With the King of Cups, this person is probably not as emotional as you would want them to be, but it is what it is. Like I said, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the chart. Definitely Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So they're going to come at you with some type of news of some sort. And it's going to be some emotional news, and it's going to be very slow, but it'll come in fast with the emotional news that they'll want to give to you. So they'll want to come out of the cold. They want to be emotional with you. They want to talk to you. The Knight of Cups. They're trying to feel like they're coming out of the cold, but you know that this person, you're no longer standing for the greediness or for feeling possessive, the non-emotional commitment, the arguments. It's just, something you're probably really, really tired of. So it looks like someone might be staying, right, Taurus? And then you gain some type of balance after they stay. So until next time, peace, Taurus.